to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, and gold. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, currently at 7 p.m. Eastern time, the price of Bitcoin is at $117,686. We're going to start off here with the 2-week chart. This closes in about 2 days and 1 hour. Right now, this is not looking too good. We have a wicks here on the other 2 candles. It shows that we don't have the strength to continue going up here. The stochastics are starting to get a little toppy. We're getting above the dotted line. It's possible that we could just roll over right away. Best case scenario is that we drag like how we did here. The 21 moving average is at 99,700. We are kind of far, but it's not looking too bullish for the 2-week chart. The 1-week chart, this also closes in 2 days and 1 hour. Stochastics are on the way down. I was hoping for some type of curvature. Right now it just looks like we're going to continue falling. I'm not liking how this candle looks. If we close like this kind of looks like this, a topping tail. Hopefully we could recover and turn this into a green candle by Sunday. 21 moving average is at $103,803. So it kind of looks like we could see more downside or sideways action for Bitcoin. And we head over to the 4-day chart. The stochastics were on the way down. We're hoping that we could roll up, but kind of looks like we might just continue falling down. This is not looking good, this candle. 1 day and 1 hour is a red engulfing candle with a big wick, showing that we don't have the strength. Same thing for the 3-day chart. We have a big red engulfing candle. This closes in a day and 1 hour. The stochastics look to go up, but if we zoom in, we can already see that it's starting to curve down. If this were to curve down, we're probably going to come down to at least test the 21 moving average at 113,764, maybe 114,000, within a day or two by the time the 21 moving average continues to go up here. Now on the 1-day chart, we already see that we're toppy and we're already starting to fall down. Yesterday we had a gigantic red engulfing candle giving back all the gains that we did in the past like 4 days. Right now we have a red candle. This closes in about an hour and we're testing the 21 moving averages at $117,180. We lose that, we're probably going to fall to the 50 moving average, and that's at 115,151. And we already know once we lose the 21 moving average, usually we don't go straight back up. We usually drag here for a couple days like we did here before we could get the strength to come back up here. Now you guys know that I've been saying this is a possible inverted head and shoulder, where this is the left shoulder, this is the head. So I was expecting us not to make a giant move up and probably fall back down to make now this right shoulder. So this is a possibility as we start resetting here on the stochastic RSI. Head over to the 4-hour chart. We're starting to lose a 200 moving average. This is not good. Stochastics are low enough that, I feel like maybe we could make it back up, but we are starting to roll over still on the 4-hour chart. 21 moving average is at 119,795. I could see us getting back to the 21 moving average. Now, if we get rejected from this 21 moving average, then I could see us having more downside. If we could get above it, we have a higher chance of, doing better, but this could be a possible head and shoulder pattern. Left shoulder, head, and then this could even be a little right shoulder, or we could come up and form the right shoulder. So in order to negate it, we actually have to come above this head, which is the wick of 124. We basically have to go to 125. I don't know if we have enough juice in Bitcoin to be able to make it up there. Time will tell. In the 1-hour chart, we are on the way up, but this could be a possible double bottom here, and maybe we can make it back above these moving averages. But by that time, the stochastics are also going to be toppy. So maybe again, I just don't see that we have enough strength to break the all-time highs yet. I see us going more sideways or possibly coming further down, like I said, on this daily to this 50 moving average around 115, 116, maybe even lower. And then maybe from there, we have the strength that we could continue going back up. So overall, right now, I just see us going sideways or possibly down. If we make it up, I don't expect this to go up any higher than this 124 at the moment. Now, if we head over to Ethereum, it's currently at 4,470. We take a look at the 1-week chart. I had this in a possible inverted head and shoulder pattern. So it would make sense that we would fall down now to make this right shoulder. Let's see what ends up happening. That correlates with the stochastics being toppy here, even though we could drag a little bit, but look how far away we are from the 21 moving average at 2,640. I don't know if we're going to go all the way down there, but I do see us, especially after this big wick, us possibly just going sideways here, waiting for the 21 to catch up a little bit to price, and then from there we could move up. If you guys see, we almost made it to the all-time high. I believe the all-time high is like 4,850, something like that. We made it to about 4,800. So we were close, but no cigar. So it's possible we just drag and go sideways for a little bit. On the 1-day chart, stochastics are also toppy. We already have 2 red candles. 21 moving average is at 3,900. 959. So I could see us going down, touching the 21 moving average, and then possibly from there, you know, making a move back up. On the 4-hour chart, we already lost a 21 moving average. You know, this could be maybe a left shoulder. This could possibly be a head, maybe drag here a little bit. Right shoulder, we come down to the 200, which is at 3,781. Mainly for me, we went up high in Ethereum rather fast, so I just want to stay above 4,000. If we lose 4,000, then 4,000 is probably going to be resistance for a while, and I don't really want that to happen. I'd rather stay above 4,000, go sideways, even if it's for a couple of weeks, but at least we stabilize at 4,000. Then from there, we could just make it back up. Now, if we head over to Cardano on the weekly chart, you guys know I have this already on a falling wedge that breaks us out to about $1.52. I've been having this forever. We already broke out a little bit, but we've only been able to go as high as $1.01 so far. Stochastics are getting toppy, so possible we come down again. 21 moving average is currently at 70 cents. Hopefully we could go sideways and then from there go up. Right now Cardano's almost at 95 cents, so compared to the other altcoins, we're doing pretty good with Cardano. It's holding its own. Cardano was a late bloomer while everything else was pumping. Cardano was like trying to gain some strength, and now it's starting to go up while everything else is stabilizing and coming down. Now on the 1-day chart, stochastics are getting above the dotted line. We're getting toppy. I'm not liking this wick. It shows we can't get above this price here, and the 21 moving average is currently at 79 cents. So again, I see us possibly going sideways, wait for the 21 moving average to catch up the price, and then from there we could possibly make a bigger move here. On the 4-hour chart, stochastics are low, but we look to continue going down a little bit. I would say we have to just hold on to this 21 moving average at 90 cents. You know, if we start getting even if we get into the 80s, that would be okay, but I do not want to see Cardano in the 70s no more. We've been there for a while. It's time for us to start making a new range and play around in the 80s at least, or stay in the 90s if we're not going to go to $1. Wait for everything to calm down, gain strength again, and then now we can start making a bigger move to above $1. So right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano goes back and touches $1, and then maybe from there we continue going sideways, but I'm seeing Cardano having a little bit more strength than the other coins. Now heading over to XRP, I see here that on the weekly, stochastics are already on the way down. We're toppy. We haven't been able to get above this move of $3.65. Ever since then, we've dropped down. Now we have more wicks here at $3.36. 21 moving average is at $2.45. So we might just flag out here, wait for this 21 moving average to catch up to price, and then from there we can make a bigger move. On the daily chart, stochastics are toppy and we're on the way down. Now what I don't like about these stochastics is here we went above the dotted line and we dragged here for a while, and this is when we ended up going to the $3.65. Ever since then, we went as low as $2.71. Here we had the tweezer tops, and now on the next move up, we never were able to make it back up here. We got stuck here at about $3.37, and even the stochastics, we never made it back above the dotted line. We already lost strength here. So it's possible we do come down. Maybe we test this 50 moving average at $2.89. Now on the 4-hour chart, stochastics are low, but we're starting to roll over. But look, we lost the 21, we lost the 200. Maybe this could be a double bottom and we make it back above the 21 moving average. For Cardano, I just don't want to get below $2.80. We've already spent a lot of time below that number. Again, just like Cardano, we need to make a new range, $2.80 to $3.30. Just play around that range now, a higher range, and wait for everything to get strength so we could continue going up. Now we head over to gold. We see that on the weekly chart, you guys know I have this in a flag. It should break us out to about 3,750, 3,800, maybe even 4,000, depending on how bullish it is. Stochastics are low, so we look to go up, but it kind of looks like we want to roll over a little bit here. So far, we have a red engulfing candle. The 21 moving average is at 3,298. The price of gold right now is at 3,335, so we're not too far. On the daily chart, the stochastics kind of rolled over. Same thing like XRP. Like we never got above the dotted line with strength. We started rolling over right away, and we're losing the 21 moving average, which is at 3,356. That's not looking good. And on the 4-hour chart, we saw that we lost all the moving average, including the 200 moving average. Stochastics are low, but we're also rolling over. This could be a possible double bottom, and since the stochastics are low, we could possibly make it back to the top of range, 3,400. Like I told you guys before, I don't really expect gold to make a big movement just yet. We're still filling out the flag. I think it might take till the end of this month, possibly sometime next month in September, and then from there we could probably start making a move from September to October, maybe November, and that's probably where we hit close to $4,000. All right guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.